Hello everyone and happy time zones. It's your bird, Aevin the Raven, and today I'm going to start a somewhat casual run of Elden Ring. I say somewhat for the simple fact of, well, I'm setting myself up so that I have a character for the DLC when it comes out. Sorry, I do not know why I blanked there. You know what? Let's do some roleplay. Or sort of roleplay. I am aware that this is going to take, or that I'm going to wind up needing a lot more levels to get off the ground with this as opposed to normal, or to if I'd chosen like Wretched or something, but I eventually do plan on going Intelligence, Dex, and Faith, maybe with some levels in Arcane, we'll see. Definitely plan on using mostly sorceries though, so whatever other one I use will depend on what I feel like in terms of, or whatever other stats I update will depend on what I decide I want my weapon to be. That's literally it. Like, my main weapon aside from my staff. Let's go with that for now. Now, I have played this game before. I've actually platinumed it on another account. But if you hear, you might wind up hearing the sound of a trophy going off. That's because I created a new account specifically for streaming. And, however, I am not very good at these games. Let's get started.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Anyone who's watching this has probably already seen this cutscene, but I just like it. So, at least for this one, I won't skip it.
Elden Ring was shattered.
My question is why it was made breakable in the first place.
Across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
Not true.
And
She's...
in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
I wonder how many of the demigods were actually driven mad by the Great Runes.
A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now.
The narrator did not have to go this hard on this, but I appreciate it.
Dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. For alone chieftain of the Badlands. The ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. The loathsome dung-eater. And Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
And then he gets quiet when he mentions the player. Jerk.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown.
One of my cats just woke up and hissed at nothing.
To the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
Why are my... Okay, first off, get rid of that. No point in having that equipped or that. That just adds a bunch of weight. For no reason. This game really is beautiful. FromSoft really outdid themselves with this. Can't wait for the DLC. Alright, let's see how far I can get against the Grafted Scion. Oh, before I forget, put that there for now. Because I have habits. I messed up. No biggie, I can always come and off it later. What I want to know is what Torrent was doing in here. Well, Torrent and Melina.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
Okay, someone is getting a timeout.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. even if it does violate the Golden Order.
I've no issues with chatters, but please do not spam advertisements in my chat. That needs to be pretty much balanced for a caster. Or, well, Spellblade the way I typically do. In the interest of keeping this somewhat interesting, I'm not going to allow myself to go above level 130. I know that level 125 is meta level, or at least it was last I checked. I think it was last I checked. However, because I am a little on the odd side right now, with the fact that I chose Prisoner and am planning, but left open the possibility of some faith upgrading, I'll give myself an extra 5 levels. It really does depend on what I plan on going with. I just need enough souls to buy something from Kale. Not souls, runes. You lot are just unfortunate enough to be right here. Magic Glint Blade will definitely be staying on my spell list the entire run, because I love that spell. The delay means that, or between when you cast it and when it activates, means that most enemies are going to dodge when you cast and then get hit dodging. It's nice to be the one doing the roll catching for a change. Alright, Soldier of Godric, hello. Got greedy there, but unfortunately for him, a greatsword does not have the speed to compete with S-Stock. Get this emote. I may have played this game a few times. I don't know everything though, so there is a good chance that I'll stumble across something and be like, what do I do here? Actually, I'm not sure there's even really a way to 100% Elden Ring, but I digress. Don't have a key, so I'll get back for that. As much as I hate heroes' graves. I'm not even joking when I say that at this point I only do them for Grunk's questline. Hello, Varre.
Oh, yes. Come to the lands, but of course you. Unfortunately for you, however, you are without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without you are fate.
You're lucky I want access to Mogwin Palace, honestly, because you just give off so much creep vibe, or so many creep vibes.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Varre, are you familiar with grace? That you may also behold its golden ray. That is the guidance of grace. It will lead you tarnished, even if it leads you. Grace's guidance will reveal Castle Storm, the home of the decrepit.
I remember running across a theory that Varre was, or is the reason why you don't have a maiden. It makes sense, honestly, considering he's literally right outside where I spawned after getting my butt handed to me by the dude over there. My question is why we spawned in a hero's grave. Of all things. I get that it's a seaside one, but still. Actually, I might go Dexterity and Arcane. I remember having fun with that setup. Hello, my friend.
I can also see that you're not after my friend. Why not? I am Carly.
Crafting kit. And because I'm about to do something incredibly stupid, let's buy that to get the runes out of my inventory. Hello, viewer. Shoot. And that would be why I spent my runes when I did, because I knew I was going to die. I didn't do terribly, though. Where are my runes? There they are. I got sloppy. Oof. Talk about roll catch. I should probably be fighting him on level terrain. I don't care that much about 17 runes. Actually, wait a minute. As I am right now, I do a decent amount. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with my flask ratio. I've pretty much got to no-hit this guy. Ah! Shoot. Ah! Alright, I need some more health. Or a better staff. I'm not going to spend my entire time streaming on just the Tree Sentinel. Because that would be boring. I can, however, go over this way. Or, I will, however, go over this way. Because there are catacombs over here. It's like right over there, I think, but there's also a group of enemies over here. That's probably going to wind up, yeah. That didn't end up hitting, did it? Nope. I am going to need more flasks soon. However, because there are actually quite a few golden seeds in this game, I did not see the point in getting one as my starting gift. Alright, you... Because I do not like being jumped. But I suppose in some cases it can't really be helped. Huh, do I want to trade my Astock? You know what? I've never actually used the forked hatchet before. Let's see what it can do. Oof, that range is abysmal. Well, if I hate it, I can always just switch back. Ah! Mistimed that. Don't have to go over there. Come on. You know you want to come downstairs. Wow, you're really gonna do this. Alright. Pretty much have to bonk him on the head. Which, okay, I can do bonk. I'm curious. Okay, so that falls off in range. Might be able to get it with... Better not. I hit the dodge button. I don't know why my character didn't dodge, but I hit the dodge button. Why do you keep dropping forked hatchets? I've gotten 2 forked hatchets, and it's been you both times. I should take that off. Yeah, I remember not paying attention and not realizing there was one of them up on this wall my first time through here, and he fell on my head. I did not survive. Forked hatchet's okay, I guess. Not a fan of the range, but I guess it's also good that these things don't have that. Why are you only giving me the summoning spirits tutorial now? I started with the imp ashes. Literally just so that if I forget to pick them up later, I have them for a puzzle. Alright, go sit at the grace, because I am not walking into that watchdog with no FP flasks. Need my blue juice. Alright, here we go. I have beaten these things in melee before, but I prefer to not deal with the spam jumping. I sort of cheesed that and I'm not even sorry. Alright, back to Kale. What am I stuck on? Or what was I stuck on? I wish one of them would drop their coat. I actually like the noble coats. They're relatively lightweight and pretty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Right.
Well, you're back.
Buy both of those. I should probably spring for the telescope.
Goodbye.
If only so that I can look at stuff. Hello, victim. Man. The range is terrible, but this axe does melt things. So far, at least.
Great. Well, you're back. Goodbye.
And now I'm off for real this time. Through the woods. Boing! This cave is a nightmare if you're doing a melee build. Or melee only. I see you. I guess it's nice to know that players aren't the only ones that have trouble with wolves in this game. So the reason I titled this Elden Ring on casual is because this is a somewhat casual build. I'm not doing a challenge run for my first Elden Ring stream. That's just silly. However, I'm also setting this character up for so that I can do the DLC when it drops. Wrong flask. So far, my sorcery does a lot more damage than my melee weapons. I guess Flame Drake will be good against a Gale. Alright. Now to find myself. Okay. Learn to stand up quicker. Though I suppose you don't have the mental capacity to understand that at this point. Oh, this thing has bleed. I forgot this thing has bleed. Moving on. Alright, I'm definitely going to want to level Vigor first. Hello, Melina.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Why are you kneeling?
I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished.
Ma'am, squatting like that is not comfortable.
But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
I'm Arrow, leave me alone.
The role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace.
I just need you to level me up.
To turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand
Doesn't look like there's going to be bonus runes tonight.
for but a moment. Share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambition.
Alright, let's clear this out. Come on. Okay, the guy patrolling with the horn is the one I want to take out quickly. Because if I don't, and I get spotted, I will have to fight an entire camp. And while I do plan on doing that, not at once. I was fully prepared for him to take 2 hits. I'm probably not going to wind up using the hatchet throughout the whole game, but for now it's fun. Great. Whatever. Oh hey, there is runes up tonight. Gotcha. How do you not notice glowing blue blades popping out of nowhere and taking out your friends? I don't even think my sister is that oblivious. And I worry about her, but I don't think she's that oblivious. Okay. You know what? Half health worries me. Why are those bats just sitting there? It's so arbitrary. Typically they're flying around. Oh, hello! Oh, I actually did get behind him. Neat. Are your pants cool enough to account for to make the extra weight worth it? Nah. The shirt might have been, but not the pants. Speaking of pants, I should go rob Patches. Alright. Actually, first I should fast travel back here.
This way, Tarnished. May I
For this,
have
if
a
nothing
word?
else.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth the spectre. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master.
Considering what we know, considering that the promotional picture for the initial promotional picture for Shadow of the Erd Tree showed what is probably Mikola riding Torrent, I wonder if Mikola and Ronnie are working together, at least somewhat.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Alright, first off, This one should be 400. And I think I have exactly one more rune that I need to level up, which is funny. Well, time to fight the tree sentinel again. See if the extra points in vigor help, or see how much the extra points in vigor helped. I'm gonna give this 3 more attempts and then I'm gonna pull out the imps. Shoot! I can never dodge that properly. Where am I? Ah! Lost track of my character for a moment there. Cost me. I might be able to do this, actually. However, I should definitely start from over here. Let's get my 1 rune back. Shoot. Why can I never dodge that? Hi, Asta. Ah! Okay, Tree Sentinel is not a fan of greetings. How's your day going so far? My singular rune. Well, I am literally an hour in. I did two mini dungeons. And trying to beat Tree Sentinel before defeating him will no longer get me a level. Ah! Okay, I guess I'm breaking out the imps. I didn't want to, but because of the Tree Sentinel only gives you like 1,600 runes upon defeating him. So if I don't beat him soon, I'm not going to wind up getting a level from beating him. The lore of Elden Ring is very complicated, actually. Basically, there's been a war between the gods and you're trying to put an end to it by winning the war for yourself. That is an extraordinarily bastardized and simplified version of the lore, but whatever. Ah! So there's this thing called the Elden Ring, and the Queen of the Lands Between, which is the place where Elden Ring takes place, shattered it. Or, well, it was shattered. You find out later that it was the Queen that shattered it. Her children, the demigods, picked up the shards of the Elden Ring and started a whole war over the other shards. You are tarnished, a human that lost grace and died and then got grace back and came back to life. And your whole purpose is to find the demigods, put them to the sword, and become the new ruler of the land. Uh-oh. Ow. Not doing too well this go. About the same as last time. Why did I do that? Yeah, as you can see, I am not particularly good at this game. So even though I'm not going into this blind, you will still get to see me do plenty of stupid things like that. Maybe I should switch back to S-Dock. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, come on. Ouch. Thought I had more distance between us than that. This is a really mean boss to put, like, right at the beginning. However, you're also not really supposed to fight it at this point. Cool. Come on, I just need you to block lead once. Got him. Let's go! Oh. 3,200 runes, sorry. Why did I mentally have the amount of runes that... Whatever. Well, regardless, I will take the health. Let's go untreeify someone. And then go find, or go get the, for earliest magic teacher. Don't know why I started over that, but whatever.
What you... Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you.
I want to know how he wound up as a tree. Like, who turned him into that?
Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of them, so this is all. I hope you. Or I could sneak. They're not right. But I'll need a moment.
Buck, you underestimate the importance of mushrooms.
I'm frightened of them.
You might drop your armor. Ow. Nothing? Ah. Get back here, you rolling sheep. I still have no clue why sheep roll in this game, but they do. But hey, if that's how you roll, that's how you roll. Yeah, scarab! Ah! You three cost me the scarab! That scarab had loot. There we go. Bye-bye. Ooh, loot. Here we are. I went to the right section of the ruins this time. Let's go! I don't always manage that. Ah! Come on. Turn your back to the nice, shiny dagger. The most important stat in this game is always health. Hello, sorcery teacher.
Finished, are we? No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Ah, a yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch.
That has no meaning to me right now.
Learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
I do not have the money for this. However, I got an emote. I am going to say right now that this build is going to be far from optimal. I will let myself go up to level 130 in this run. However, I will probably wind up investing into a stat that is actually very low for me. That it started off very low for me. So this is not an optimal build, this is just me having fun. If you decide that you want to invest in, well, this character's lowest stat is Faith. If you ever decide that you want to invest in Faith, pick a class or starting class other than Prisoner. You. This is bad. Armor? Ooh, your sword. I will have to dismantle this over here. However... oh boy. Not you again. You know what? I'm going back to those ruins. Hello, Sullen. I can buy a pebble from you now.
You are a tadpole when it... So, to become... Now.
Okay, start off with 2. Pebble doesn't have the delay that Magic Glintblade does. I have not played Red Dead. A friend of mine has. And she's really into it. Or at least she was at one point. But I tend to prefer more fantastical settings. However, who knows? I may decide to try it at some point. Now look what you made me do. Where's the sorcerer? There you are. I don't know what you're blowing that horn for. It's not like anyone's coming. Axe, that's what was in there. Okay. I can melee you. Glintstone Pebble is a cool spell. I prefer Magic Glint Blade just because a lot of the time when an enemy dodges, they dodge at cast. So with Magic Glint Blade, there's a good shot that they'll dodge as you cast it, and then just stand around when the spell actually activates. Sure, it's an AI exploit, but it helps.
There you are. Shall we commence the lesson?
Especially with the more, how do I say this, flighty bosses and enemies.
Always.
You know what, I should probably buy a torch.
Goodbye.
For the sake of being able to find my way in the dark, if nothing else. Once I get to Liurnia or Weeping Peninsula, I can buy a lantern, which will free up my hands, but... for now, a torch works. There is a spring around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, come on, it's right there. You're telling me that this is just, it's too far. That's just cold, game. Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you. I am here to end you. That might have been a little mean of me. Crab. Ah! Why there was a lump of flesh, I do not know. Come on, I know I can make it up here. Thank you. What? I will gladly take that rune. And that will be very useful against Margit. Okay. So now I want over here. And I want to check... Okay, I can't even use the dismounter. One thing I am going to tell you, Asta, is that with Souls games, there are a lot of people out there who will off an NPC to get their outfit. I am not one of them, but there are people who do that.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake, fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, stay clear. Don't.
What about me looks sane?
Turn back.
I am in rags. What about me looks sane? I guess the rags thing could just be a bad night drinking, but seriously. Alright, can I use that yet? No. What do I need? 18 dexterity. How much do I have? 14. Okay. I'm going to be leveling my vigor up to 20 before I even so much as touch any of the other stats. However, once I do have that at 20, I'll up my dexterity a little. I'm going to be looting these for real quick. You can wait, Agil. No, the max of any is 99, but at 20 I can survive it. I have more than one hit. At least until I start getting later on into the game. I didn't loot this one. Did I actually just try to jump the dragonfire? That is one of the more imbecilic things I've done in a while. Shoot. Agil is definitely easier than the Tree Sentinel. Provided he doesn't go up onto a cliff. Shoot. I'm not sure he won't despawn if I... Come on! Second try Agil, not bad. Yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I cannot dodge half of the Tree Sentinel's attacks to save my life. Agil, on the other hand... Hello, guy who told me not to fight the dragon.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in Dragon Communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast. You must not forget though, those who partake in Dragon Communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon.
I'm turning off the mic right now.
But deadly. It's no surprise that Dragon Communion is ruinous.
Actually, what am I doing? I don't have to fight that guy. Alright, time to go pay Patches a visit. And no, chat, or anyone listening now, or who will be listening in the future, I am not going to be killing Patches. Marius, I have to kill. But I'm not going to be killing Patches. Patches is a bastard, but I find his shenanigans funny. I thought that was a body for a second. Oh, hey, Yura. You weren't exactly needed, but thank you. Yura hunts bloody fingers, which are a specific type of, well, NPC or player that will attack you. While an invader is invading, there's certain things you can't do until they're gone.
Ah, we meet again. To have fought Nereus and lived. You must have seen your share of battle. I am Yura, as you might recall. Hunter of bloody fingers, tarnished, held in thrall by cessblood. Zealots, who stalk their own, who stay the path. You are certain to face more of them. Just remember, no kinship with their ilk remains. Their madness precludes it. Don't let your emotions stay your blade.
Well, I mean, there's Varre. He's technically a bloody finger.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again. If fate permits.
Sure, you can't exactly engage in conversation while being invaded. However, when invaders aren't doing their invading, they're not terrible, really. Barring the Bloody Finger's subservience to Moog. Whoops. Didn't mean to trip that. Oh well. Back to the grace with me. You know, there's a certain level of bad at this that you really need to accept you are.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it. Wait, please. I surrender. White flag and all. Finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? A true lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a
Uh-huh.
legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time.
Patches shows up in most From Software games that I know about. He's a recurring character in the Souls series. He's in Demon's Souls, he's in Dark Souls 1, he's in Bloodborne, he's in Dark Souls 3, and he's in Elden Ring. And people wanted him to be in Dark Souls 2 so badly that they speculate that one of the other NPCs is actually him in disguise.
Well, nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something.
He's certainly a divisive figure among the fan base.
Patches Emporium, where you won't need a refund, because everything's top notch. Yeah, I had those bandits make a clean break. Now they're all suppliers, and good ones at that. I mean, they don't understand a word I'm saying, but it hardly matters. We have a natural connection. They're all foot soldiers, survivors of a defeated army.
Favorite Souls game or favorite character? Or favorite version of Patches, because I was just talking about Patches.
It's the same old story everywhere I go. To hell with it all. Wondering what's inside the treasure chest. Well, it's nothing too special. I'm saving.
That varies based on the game,
Very valuable customer.
honestly.
But then again, it would fetch some spectacular coin. And besides, this valuable customer could be a long time coming.
In Demon's Souls, my favorite's Yuria. She's just cool.
Give and take.
You feel bad for her, though, because, like, she,
Cheers for that.
she regrets going down the path that she did, but she also legitimately cares for the player. In Dark Souls 1, my favorite character... Ooh. Probably Quailana. Well, in Dark Souls 1, my favorite character is probably Quailana, just because her questline is so unique. Dark Souls 2, any answer other than Shalquar is objectively wrong. Shalquar is a talking cat, and she's an absolute sweetheart. A bored sweetheart, but a sweetheart.
Hello again. Welcome to Patches Emporium.
Bloodborne. My favorite character in Bloodborne's probably Eileen. Eileen's cool. My favorite character in Dark Souls 3 was Anri for a while, and then I played The Ringed City, and Patches' character development went up so high. If you play Dark Souls 1 and then Dark Souls 3, Patches has a whole character arc throughout those two games. And it's just amazing to see. And in Elden Ring, I don't know. There's a lot of cool characters in Elden Ring. Maybe Roderica? Either Roderica or Smithing Master Hugh.
that? Forgot? No, no. By the way, you've really been there for me through thick and thin. And so, I've made
I did not
one extra
include
special.
Sekiro in that list, or in my list for that, because I have not played Sekiro.
Cheers for that. My sincerest gratitude. I thought I'd never reach that thing open. You're the finest customer a man ever had.
Alright, so first, I sneak away from the bear, and over to this. Oh, hi, princess. I've been visited by the princess herself. She's sniffing around a sunbeam. For anyone who, or, well, actually, most people probably aren't going to know this, I have 3 cats. One of them believes she is queen of the world, and she is just one of the sweetest things. She will come up and cuddle with me and whatnot, so I gave her the nickname Princess. It's not her actual name. Cat or no, she deserves some privacy of her own, so I will not share her actual name. However, the princess herself fits. Huh, baby. My other 2 cats are nowhere near as prone to just randomly coming up and cuddling. At least, not out here. Mike might be going off in a second. Yeah, Mike's going off.
Spoken echoes linger here, words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
Yeah, Melina will give you lore at these churches. I'm not going to listen to all of them, but this
Very
one.
well.
Why
In
not?
Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Go back and talk to Patches again to progress his story, or his quest a little. Thankfully, I have most of the quests in this game memorized. Dungeons, no, but quests. Quests I remember.
you're alive. Well, you had me proper scared, coughing away in a flash like that. Who on earth spends their time booby-trapping treasure chests?
Whoever
No
booby
way
trapped that
I
one.
could have known. But still, I apologise. It's all very unfortunate. At any rate, it's
You
nice
had the
to see
suspicion.
you. Don't miss all the bargains here at Patch's Emporium.
I will take that
Cheers
foot.
for that.
Though I'm not going to be using it now, the foot will give me extra runes when I defeat an enemy. Or when I defeat enemies for a certain amount of time. It's not a very long amount of time, but hey. Some extra runes is better than no extra runes. And I am not going to fight my way up this. Bye-bye. Grab the flask upgrade. Down, Fido. I now have 3 healing.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me.
This is Roderica.
Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Well, you've come to be one with the spider. Well, that makes us 2 peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
There's nothing wrong with that, Roderica.
I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
And she just repeats that line of dialogue, so there's no point in talking to her again. Continue along this point. Mine. There's a shack around here somewhere. There it is. Alright. I am so about to get invaded. I just got so lucky, oh my gosh. I misread that so badly. I'm lucky I did not perish there. Alright, so I'm heading this way. There's a couple things I want to do relatively quickly. Ah! Bad dog. Thrusting swords aren't my favorite. I am honestly in this game partial to twin blades. Part of why I want to get that extra dexterity. Ow. You need to go away. There should be one more person patrolling over here. Guess not. Oh, hey, there you are. And I can't remember if there's anything up here. There might be. Nothing. Good to know. I will help you in a moment, but first, I want this grace. Yes, that is a jar.
I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this?
Alexander's cool too.
My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very
What?
well.
Hey! Princess, get down.
All I say.
Brat. Thankfully, my teensy-weensy little S-stock counts as something big enough to get you out of that hole.
Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
I want to know where his voice is coming from, honestly, because, like, he doesn't exactly have a mouth.
Once again, pleasure is mine. I am the warrior jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter?
This will be an all-demigod run, so I am definitely going to be going to that festival.
To Redmane Castle, I've heard.
You might have something for me.
Oh, dear. You might. Are you here as a
Yes, you have crafting supplies, and I will take those. And the expensive pot.
I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
There's no mistake, is there? Death has left its mark once again.
I should take care of you. Or not. Okay, now I talk to this guy.
I'm sorry. I can't give you your proper rights. But at least you did not join those who live in death. Your soul will return to the Erd Tree. In time. Honeyed rays of gold. deliver this spirit. Ah, a tarnished, are you? I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. The village here has been touched by death. And worse yet, it is home to a mariner. If you value your life, then go no further.
I see Grace.
The village turned back.
I'm not turning back. Mariners are not that tough. The things around them can be a problem, but mariners themselves are not that tough. Over this way, huh? There's it back here. Yes. Separate yourself from your bodyguards. And you just watched that whole thing and didn't lend a hand.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Garank's questline is one that makes makes one of the late game bosses all the more heartbreaking when you fight him. But the heartbreak is so worth it because it is just exquisite. Wait, I have a key. What am I thinking? This is not a talisman I will be rolling with forever. I'm not... And, partially because a spellblade is... It requires some very, specific talismans to pull off properly. And this is unfortunately not one of them. However, boosted stamina regeneration speed is a very good thing to have, especially early game. Alright. Brief trip into Caelid. Not even into Caelid, really. Sort of. This is still technically Limgrave, I think. Come on, I know you're there. Bye-bye. Now come over here.
Forgive me to determine if you had them. It seems my worries were torrent.
Okay, so...
As far as I merely there is, but I can take gathering. Very well.
I'm gonna have to come back here. Alright. One more and then I can go back to leveling Vigor. No, let me try this real quick. Oh boy. First try Alberich. Nice. Or Alberich. How do you pronounce that? Whatever. And you... Not a necessary thing by any means, especially because I don't like fist and claw weapons, but still. Alright. Back here so I can go back to what I was trying to do. Yeah, I definitely love Magic Glintblade. It's not really one that a lot of people think of when they think of really good spells, but it is a really good spell because it is so easy to exploit enemy AIs with it. I am not leaving you lot behind me. Where? Why did you wind up like that? I thought that was an enemy, oh my gosh. This isn't a long catacomb by any means. However, it does get annoying just because of how many skeletons they have packed into this small space. Alright, how do I... There we are. Could have sworn that whatever. I will take that crit. Alright, it's down to just you two. Okay. Now, after I'm done in here, there will be 2 skeletons out there. I can already see them walking. Which is why I wanted. Oh, those aren't katanas. These are swords, alright. Or just normal swords. Or falchions, maybe? Yeah, actually, they look like falchions. Those two, with the archers and everything else running around in that area, make that room, despite this being a shorter set of catacombs, an absolute pain. Alright, now on to the boss of this catacomb. Let's see if I can do this without my imps. Wow, she didn't even try to close the distance, did she? Alright. This will be the last level I put into dexterity for a while. But with this, I can wield a twin blade. Which, these things are cool. The one-handed moveset is nowhere near as cool, but it's still a lot faster than that of your typical polearm. You, what do you give? There we are. The assumption that I'm walking up the path and letting you shoot at me is a bold one. Not to mention incorrect. I'm gonna try this on my own a few times, and then I'll, try it with the imps and Roger.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of
Hello! I am about to beat you up! Roger is an NPC. There are some bosses have NPCs that can be summoned to help you fight them. This is one of them.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Well, it's not going to be you.
Be Margit the Fell.
I have the wrong talisman equipped. Well, let's see how well this works out for me. Ow. I forgot to upgrade my weapons. I don't think the summon is going to do much if I forget to upgrade my... Oh my gosh, I can't believe... Well, that's embarrassing. I have enough for at least one upgrade, I think. Oh, I can upgrade this twice. My twin blade twice. Provided I've got the runes.
No matter loud, you're...
Not likely to use any of that. I have 2 of these. And these. I don't know why that's just... whatever. I never use shields. Okay, that should help a lot. I can't believe that I forgot to upgrade my weapon. Of all the things. Yeah, my damage output is definitely a lot better. Although I am choking on these dodges. I'm just gonna collect these because I'm probably dying regardless. You know what? There's no way I'm winning this at this point. But I at least would like to get... yeah. Of all the things I could have forgotten to upgrade, or to do, upgrading my weapons. Why am I doing so badly at this? Gotcha. Let's put that on for now. Thank you. It's not the first time I've soloed Margit, but certainly one of the more satisfying, considering that I cannot believe I forgot to upgrade my weapons before going into that the first time. I've never done that before. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going into the castle next. For a couple reasons. One of which being, I would like to have at least something of a better talisman. I mean, the Holy Drake one is, or Halig Drake one is fine for now, but something else would be nice. Not to mention there's some stuff I'm going to forget if I don't do it soon. However, for now, I'm going to call it. Future, happy time zones, and I hope you have an excellent day.